Do you ever find yourself interested in adding a price predicting report driven by machine learning to your technical analysis? Well, then this is where you should be.
If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can help you skip those valleys. Let's rally, yeah. If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can let investments tally. Let's rally, yeah.
Good morning,
Crypto
good
savvy.
afternoon, or good evening. Whenever it is you are deciding to watch this video, we appreciate you joining us and welcome back to Be Crypto Savvy. We are going to take a look at the Genie.io range report once again. We already did a quick little expectation of what we're looking at as far as Bitcoin is concerned in a video earlier this morning. So I'm going to throw that up in the right hand corner. If you want to check that out, feel free to do that. As far as this video, we're just going to jump right into the Genie report. So that way we can try and, I'm hoping to be able to get Bitcoin and Ethereum in a quick, like little 7 to 8 minute video. So let's just jump right on in. Let's first touch on a few of these news and events. Swiss state-owned bank posts finance to offer Bitcoin trading. Marathon Digital posts quarterly record of 2,195 Bitcoin mined in quarter one. Third to note is I am not very good at highlighting things with my mouse. And last one I'll touch on is as Bitcoin platform Paxful closes, co-founder Youssef talks up alternatives. Now, as just a quick reminder, if this report is in your own hands, you can click on all of these, which brings you to the full article, which lets you get a good picture of the overall macro view of what's going on in the crypto space. Moving on to the ticker, we can see that Bitcoin is currently sitting at $28,360 at time of recording. And looking at the volatility forecast, yeah, if we remember back, today was actually a day that we were starting to see a little bit of a dip, and it looks like we have gotten those to come up a ways, a few $1,000s actually, from what our Genie Opportunity Zone high was a little bit over $26,000, if you remember from that video on Monday. You can go back and check that out. So just a quick note, that is a good reason to have this report in your own hands, and I'm going to throw the video that I made that really describes and explains everything you need to know about this report, including getting it for the 2-week free trial, so no purchase necessary. And that just gives you a good amount of time to join us here at Be Crypto Savvy and learn how to use this report. So instead of having to, explain all that, I created that video that I'll just keep linking in this video as well as others. So that is up in the right hand corner for you. In the video earlier today, we were discussing Bitcoin, so I'm not going to spend any time on the hourly candles or the RSI or the daily RSI just to help with the length of this video. You can refer back to the video from earlier this morning. As far as the Bitcoin MACD, if you remember, a couple of days ago, we did see the cross in the MACD line dipping underneath the signal line, which does forecast a possible price decrease. Over on the stochastic, we saw the cross at the same time that would confirm the same signal, expecting possible lower prices in the future. And looking at the average directional movement index, this measures the strength of a trend. Anything above 25 is picking up some sort of trend strength. So we are currently sitting at a 32. So we are building up strength for a trend. And if you remember the video from Monday, we are just kind of waiting to see if that trend is going to be breaking out of that wedge to the upside or the downside. Ultimate Oscillator still riding pretty steady in the 50 area, so that's not really giving us much right now. If you remember the video on Monday when we talked about the Bitcoin Parabolic SAR, right here on this day, as far as our other signals that we were looking at, as far as like our MACD and Bitcoin Stochastic, on Monday, which was this candle right here, we had our previous 5 buy dots printed below our candles, and on Monday I had said to confirm our MACD and stochastic within the next day or two, I'd like to see these dots switch to above. In the next day, as well as the following day, we've now seen 2 consecutive sell dots printed above the parabolic SAR. So that's just that third kind of confirmation with our MACD and stochastic to see a possible slight decrease. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be an expected pullback to like 25,000 or anything. This could even just be a little bit of, more or less sideways chopping action. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm not looking for a huge pullback when I'm talking about that. Fibonacci retracement, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on today. Checking out the candles with Hikaki. The latest was the confirmed bear. Jumping over to the Kopach curve, we are still a little bit above the zero line. And if you recall, when we pass the zero line coming from above, when we go through the zero line, that's where we should expect price decreases in the future. So we're still hanging out above there. So if this does in fact cross through, that would just be another signal to go along with our our MACD, the stochastic, as well as the Bitcoin parabolic SAR. Let's just quick jump out to our historical. We can see we are sitting at a 91% accuracy, solid percent there for any kind of indicator. And let's quick jump into Ethereum. Keep this ball moving, see if I can hit that quota for under 8 minutes for both of them. Looking throughout the week, volatility forecast shows that we are going to see a little bit of a pullback, a little bit of price correction. Looks like probably building a little bit of a foundation in order to try and push up again. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if later today Ethereum broke 2,000. Just putting that out there. Ethereum candles, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on, even though we didn't touch on Ethereum earlier. Hourly RSI is showing overbought right now. Daily RSI is high, still has some room for growth. However, it is in the long run, it is putting in lower highs and lower lows. Ethereum MACD, we got a bounce off that signal line, so we still haven't seen a cross. If we get the cross with this orange line that dips beneath the signal line, which is the green line, that would be our indication from the MACD anyways to expect a pullback in the price. Over on the stochastic, we had gotten the cross yesterday, or a few days ago rather, and it looks like we are almost about to recross, which would, if we did start to push back up, that would kind of invalidate the need for the MACD to cross. Moving down to the Ethereum average price, let's get rid of those candles, and you can see higher highs, higher lows, and currently moving up. Ethereum on balance, same thing as Bitcoin. We've been stacking and stacking more. I'm guessing there's going to be a dump at some point, and people are looking and waiting for the proper price point for them in particular. The average directional movement just now at 25 still. We've been sitting here for a few days. So we're sitting at the verge of starting a trend. Ultimate oscillator sitting right in the middle. Same thing as Bitcoin, so we're not really getting a lot from the ultimate oscillator right now. Parabolic SAR had printed 2 previous sell candles, and we just got a buy signal from the candle yesterday, from the 4th. Not going to spend any time on their Fibonacci today. The candles with Hikaki, we did get a bull confirmed. That was 2 days ago. Yet another reason to have this report in your hands, because this, I don't believe this was in our video. I'm pretty positive. I'll have to go back and double check. But, having these signals in your hand, especially when you get a 2-week trial to use this report anyways. And again, I mean, this report easily can pay for itself, whether you're an in and out trader or a daily or a dollar cost averager. Just from the solid confirmation you get from your entry and or exits, I mean, in my eyes, this report easily pays for itself. Anyways, moving on. Copot curve over 90 days. Again, same thing as Bitcoin. We actually got a bounce off that 0 line. So let's kind of keep a watch on this. All indications as far as what Ethereum is looking like is showing me that yes, we might get that little bit of a pullback, but it's not going to be much, and then we're going to be ready to get going, I think. I think it's going to have some strength to make a little bit of a push. That's not financial advice. Nothing on this channel ever is. That's just my thoughts and opinions. So as far as that, I think I'm just going to cut the video right there. What are your thoughts and opinions? What do you folks think is going on in the market right now? Or should we expect any sizable pullbacks for Bitcoin or Ethereum, or do you think we're already in blast off? Let me know what you think in the comments. As far as this video, I'm going to cut it right here, and we will catch you folks on the next one. See ya.